Hello everyone, Marayao and Shalom. Last night's video, it took forever. I already went to sleep and I just let it load and stuff. But for some reason, TikTok took out some of the audio. I don't know why. Do they have a problem with Bible content? Because I'm doing another one right now. Turn your page to Corinthians, because you know me, I love myself some Genesis 6. And if you don't know, everything in the Bible is related to each other. There is no passage here that's not as one, okay? So if you think Genesis 6 is such a weird passage and it's just there for a short bit and then you don't see it again, but the consequences of that is felt throughout the whole Bible. So if you come and turn to chapter 2, verse 6, so this is the King James Version. That your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God. Howbeit we speak of wisdom among them that are perfect, yet none of the wisdom of this world, nor the princes of this world, that come to naught. But we speak of wisdom of God in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory, which none of the princes of this world knew, for if they had known it, they would not have crucified the Lord. Now, who is he talking about? Remember some videos ago when I said the Bible talks about princes or principalities, like in Daniel. Principalities doesn't mean person, not necessarily. There would be some time that they would be called princes of this, princes of that province. But if it's a prince of a nation, principality, they are talking about angelos, angels, watchers. In particular, these guys would not be the good watchers because they're the ones who urged the people to crucify Yehoshua, who we call Jesus. So if that's not very clear here, we'll go to the ESV version. So, all right, here, 1 Corinthians 2, verse 6. Yet among the mature do we impart wisdom, although it is not wisdom of this age. So he's not talking about this age. This would be sometime during Acts. Nor, or should I say, first century AD. Nor not a wisdom of this age or the rulers of this age. So principalities is changed to rulers of this age. Who do you think is the ruler of this age? It's Shaitan and his cohorts. Okay, so the devil and his cohorts are the rulers of the world. So the rulers of this age who are doomed to pass away. That was already foreordained. You will die as men. That was already in Psalms. You will die as men. People don't die as men. The angels will die as men. But we impart a secret and hidden wisdom of God, which God decreed before the ages of our glory. So before this age, which I think he's talking about our age, the 2000s age now, none of the rulers of this age, here we go again. So the princess is changed to rulers of this age, understood this. For if they had, they would not crucify the Lord of glory. But as it is written, what no eye has seen, nor heard, nor heart of man imagined, what God has prepared for those who love him. So anyways, this is the most important thing. So I had this discussion with this visiting pastor, one of those I have PhDs and all that. He was here to talk, which is very good. It took like about 4 hours we were there listening to him, and he was just expanding on one passage, which was very good, but I felt like it needed more. So after that, I really had to get up and talk to him and like shake his hands like, oh, pastor, thank you for coming to Davao. That's really nice and all, but I can't help but notice there's more to this passage than that. And he's like, what do you mean? Yes, this passage is about this, about that. It's very good, detailed, historic, all the context you can see. but that passage is also prophetic. And he's like, So like if you're looking at this correctly, I forgot that verse we were talking about, but that verse they were talking about the tribe of Asher being rulers of principalities in the days that would come. He's not talking about when they enter the promised land, because by the time, I don't know who wrote that book, because I can't remember that passage. I think Moses wrote it. So we will assume they're talking about, or in Moses's head, he was talking about in the coming age, or in the coming when they get to the promised land. But that's not what it's really about. What it's saying is, because remember, God's portion is Israel, Jacob is his inheritance, because he has roles for the 12 tribes. One of the roles, Asher, will be in charge of this group of principalities, this group of angels. That is the prophetic part. So I told him, when you're talking about principalities, you are talking about angels. And he's like, yeah, I know that. Why didn't you share it to the congregation? And he's like, they might not understand it. They're here for that reason, and you're not telling them the whole thing. I don't know. I feel like pastors and priests just gloss over things, thinking that, oh, we don't want to offend anyone, and they might not understand it. Heck, just tell it to them straight. Offend them all you want, and give it to them straight. Let them figure it out, because this is not meant to be understood in just an hour. This is, you have to give them some crumbs, get it? So for all you, whoever you are, leaders of the church out there, give them some crumbs and tell them to do their own research, because they will go down that rabbit hole. Let them go down that rabbit hole. And when they get down that rabbit hole, they will be hungry for that word. Don't just gloss it over. Deep dive into it. You tell them, you see that rabbit hole called Corinthians? Go jump into it. You see this? You find it in Genesis? There's some bits in that in Exodus? Go jump into it. That is what you have to do, because there isn't much time. We don't know how much time we have. As a thief in the night, he's coming. And you could feel it. All these trembling, the earth feels it. So if you don't feel it, the earth feels it. And if you guys feel like, oh, I'm such a doomsday sayer, then so be it. So be it. I'd rather be prepared and waiting, and then it'll come the next generation. At least I prepared the next generation in the process. Then just going about my life, and then he comes and say, you're one of the five, virgins who did not prepare. I'd rather be the 5 virgins who prepared than the 5 virgins who did not prepare. So let that sink in.